What is autism? I've given myself quite the big topic to discuss here and try to do it in the span of a short video, but it's a really important topic, and so I'm going to give it a go. I could read a definition from a textbook which would give you sort of the exact definition, but in my experience it's sort of more beneficial to share real life, real deal experiences. I did just watch a video that Kevin Chapman put out where he really does go pretty well in detail and does a really good job explaining autism. A little bit more like that, but in a video format, which I like. So I'll leave a link to that in the description or the comments depending on where you're watching this video, and I'll probably leave another couple links that will give you more information if you're keen to sort of go on and look and read more into it, which I would encourage. If we haven't met, my name's Luke. I have a great family, an amazing family. We share our stories on YouTube. Our two sons both have an autism diagnosis. And so that's why, a big reason why I want to start seeing the world talking about autism more. But beyond that, what I would really like to see is a world that's more prepared to accept autism, to empathize with autism, to identify autism, and to accommodate autism. Sort of all grow together, because it is something we're gonna have to do together. I have had my own personal growth story which is directly tied to autism, and I think the whole world would benefit from something like this because I think the message of it reaches beyond autism. And I don't want the world to be afraid to ask questions to people who have more intimate experience with autism, because I think that's a good way to start meaningful conversations on the topic. I know that I can be a very intimidating presence. No. But I do love to get questions, no matter how simple or basic they might seem. I love answering all types of questions. I answer as many as I possibly can on the internet or in the physical real world. I just love it, and I think it's an amazing way. It's amazing to see people showing the interest, and it's an amazing way to have a conversation that I think is so important. I can't tell you everything about autism. The common phrase is, if you've met one person with autism, you've met one person with autism, and damn is that true. I mean, even in our family, our two boys are completely different from one another, so I speak from experience. And maybe most people have heard of autism, which is a good thing. What I want to do is take a very small amount of time to dig just a little bit deeper and discuss our experiences, hopefully to trigger a conversation, a meaningful one, and maybe some understanding on the other end of that. Because autism's not a rare condition that you're unlikely to come across in your life. You very likely will or already have experienced some sort of connection with autism in your life. The odds of that increase significantly if you're a human who interacts with other humans. So what is autism? That's the original question, right? Well, autism for us means a unique way of experiencing the world. It means certain behaviors and certain circumstances that lots of people aren't used to seeing, but that I guess have become routine for us. We see difficulty with communication, social interactions in general, anxiety, rigidity and routine is a big one, and sensory overload and self-regulation, these types of things that lead to a lot of difficult situations and meltdowns at times that aren't necessarily easily understandable to other people, and that's why I want to kind of talk about them. There's also a ton of pride. You see so much pride in the autism community. You see love in a variety of ways to show it. In our house alone, sometimes it's really intense love and physical, but sometimes it's more of a subtle, quiet love depending on the child or the circumstance that we're in. We see honesty, attention to detail. Our boys have special interests, and we generally just have a bunch of fun, sometimes too much fun. My kids have displayed to me an unwavering willingness to go against social norms. That's genuinely inspired me to look for my own unique qualities and to celebrate them. Sort of that personal growth side of things that I was talking about earlier. Like with anything, there are a ton of stereotypes out there. No, autism does not make you an automatic genius. It's not contagious. And it does mean that my sons aren't gonna grow into little mini-me's like maybe I probably wanted them to be at some point. But that's probably a good thing for all of us, honestly. I feel like when I am really paying attention, that autism can be such a beautiful thing. It's interesting saying that as a parent because obviously there's been a ton of struggles and obstacles along the way. It's not easy, but it can be every bit as fulfilling as any life that anybody is out there living. We see the potential for that absolutely every day. So I share our stories, not to be just another annoying parent that you scroll past on your newsfeed, although I'm sure I do a good job of that sometimes. I don't share our stories because our kids are adorable, which they are. Like all of us, they have a significant uniqueness to them. It's worth celebrating. And I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna try to teach the world a little bit about autism on the side if I can. Unfortunately, it can mean being seriously misunderstood and unfairly judged in all kinds of circumstances, which obviously isn't fair, but when you think about it, it is understandable. It's not always easy to recognize. It's not always easy to put yourself in someone's shoes at all moments when you're going through your own life. 6 years ago, I couldn't have told you a single thing about autism, but I see a world now that's starting to move in the right direction, and I just want to put myself right in the front row to witness that. And all of that, everything I've said, is just our personal experience. Every single person who is autistic or has a child or a friend, they're gonna have a totally unique experience themselves. So it's a lot to digest. It is a huge topic. It's an important topic though. I would encourage you to join the conversation here with me, or anybody who's talking about autism. And if you think this is a conversation worth spreading, please share this video. You know, I want to be a part of it. I want to spread it, and I want to talk. I want to engage with as many people as I can. Was that everything I had to say about this? Probably not. Probably I'll shut the camera off and I'll think of another 30 things to say. But for now, thanks for watching. Good day.